So I'd say we're definitely in the golden age of popcorn buckets. So much so that they're even breaking world records. And so of course I started collecting them. And there's a few that I definitely need, but there's one that has been eluding me for a while now, and it's the Alien Romulus popcorn bucket. I've tried messaging sellers and have gotten no response. I've even ordered from a listing on eBay that said authentic bucket, but this is what I got instead. So today we're gonna be going to some of the coolest stores that I've ever seen to see if I can finally acquire this Alien popcorn bucket. So first we headed to the North Dallas Antique Mall because not only is it a 3-story mall, but upstairs lies one of the coolest stores, the Spider Cave. Now you know you're in for a treat when the entrance is literally an open mouth. And right away you're hit with so much nostalgia, it can be very overwhelming. From pet monsters to dolls, there was something there for everyone. Alright, so we are officially in, and let me just say there's so much stuff in here. We're gonna be a while in here. It's a real cool, it kind of takes you back to the 80s, 90s style, and hopefully we can find the popcorn bucket we're looking for. So let's have a look. Yeah, I do want to pick up a VHS for my VHS collection, and this section is just so cool. You can come through here, and I do see some popcorn buckets already. Not the ones we're looking for, we already have these, but it's a good sign and it's a good start. All right, so we did find some popcorn buckets, but we already have these. We found the Terrifier one, and then we also found the Scream one, which is the first popcorn bucket that I ever got. So we do already have that one as well. We'll keep on looking. It's pretty cool. Oh, no way. That's one that I'm looking for. So you get this whole entire set for $250. So you get the chainsaw. I think that's just the collector's edition. And then you get the VHS, which that is a VHS that I am currently hunting for. Yeah, here's the Beetlejuice popcorn bucket. I think it was Regal or Cinemark. We don't have that one. That one's also really cool. How much do they have that one at? They have 60 on that one. A Tales from the Crypt, little crypt keeper. And then we got a whole another room back here, which is full of more stuff. Yeah, so I apologize if I can't get everything. There's no way that I'm absolutely gonna be able to get everything, you know, on camera, but I'm just showing you some of the cool stuff, some of the stuff that you can see, you know, from afar. Apologies if I can't get everything, because there's so much. Now, even though this store was filled with horror and nostalgia, unfortunately, they just didn't have the exact bucket that we were looking for. All right, so they have some of the craziest stuff in this booth. It's a Wallace and Gromit Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Like, it's a huge figure. They also have Lady Tottington. And as you can see on the back, they do have an entire line of figures that they released. They also have a poster for my favorite Scooby-Doo movie of all time, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. The Turtles Pizza Power game. The artwork on that is crazy. All right, so we just got out the first stop. Unfortunately, they did not have what we were looking for, but we are heading to another spot that's pretty much the exact same. So hopefully we have luck there. Let's go. Next, we headed to Dallas Vintage Toys, which was another amazing store. And the amount of 80s toys they had was crazy. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Masters of the Universe, and they even had some Thundercats and Ghostbusters. But as cool as that is, we had to find the horror section. They have the Tiffany doll. He said it's the last one they have, so. The Talking Freddy and the Talking Jason. So dope. They have this one, which is really cool. The Mega Ghost Face. Unfortunately, they don't have the popcorn bucket, but they do have a huge alien. He said that they had a huge one and that a couple came in a few weeks ago and wiped everything out in the horror section. So, yeah. No way, they have the original Krusty the Clown horror doll from the Treehouse of Horror. We have the remake one, but this is so cool. I've never seen this one. That is so dope.
That's exactly, I had this.
That's crazy.
That is so cool.
A huge Jeffrey is cool, and he's wearing his shirt. Even though they didn't have the bucket, we still had a blast looking at the rest of the amazing stuff that they had. All right, so we're just hopping out of Dallas Vintage Toys, and let me just say that is one of the coolest spots in Dallas. If you're definitely here at any time, check them out. It's well worth it. Next stop was a little spot called Horror Freak, and right when you walk in, you're greeted with the Creature from the Black Lagoon and 2 giant animatronics of the killer clowns from outer space. Now, it's a smaller store, but they had a lot of cool stuff, from VHS to some actual popcorn buckets, just not the ones that we were looking for. Then the owner told me that he may have an alien popcorn bucket in the back, and I thought we might actually have it. All right, so we have made it to Horror Freak in Bedford. We came pretty close, but no cigar right this way. They had the Regal exclusive, but not the Cinemark one. So this is not the one. We had a few other ones that we did see, but we're just gonna, I guess, keep looking around. There's just so much to look at. Who is that?
Michael Myers.
Wow. I don't know what's wrong with that, Chuck. Oh, there's the Chucky popcorn bucket.
Oh, that's cool.
I found a picture for Gibby.
All right, so we are hopping out of Horror Freak. Unfortunately, they did have one, but it was the Regal Cinema one and not the Cinemark version they were looking for, so we might have to search the internet because we have technology. So let's go. So I immediately hopped on Facebook Marketplace and started scrolling. And just when it looked like all hope was lost, I got a text. So I got back on there and there it was. So we exchanged some messages and
the next day.
All right, so as you can see, we did get our hands on the Alien popcorn bucket and I couldn't be more stoked. I'm so glad to have this in my collection. Huge shout out to Zach for hooking me up and holding it for me. I probably wouldn't have made the video if it wasn't for you. And shout out for giving me a tour of his house and his amazing collection. And I know a lot of collectors would agree with me that it's not so much about the item as it is about the hunt. And this was truly a hunt. I've been hunting this thing down since the movie came out, and I'm just glad that I don't have to ever talk about Alien Romulus again. Nothing, just shooting the outro, saying how I'm glad that I don't have to talk about Alien Romulus ever again.
Forget about the VHS.
Oh shit, the VHS! Damn it!